I'm LP Master 6, and welcome to a game I am very, very excited to finally be playing on this channel after 9 years of its existence. That's 9 years of the channel's existence, not the game's, because being a Nintendo 64 game, it has existed for quite a bit longer, which makes me feel old because this game came out when I was 7 months away from being a year old. And it didn't feel old for, the majority of my childhood. So now I just feel old. But that's okay, because I'm only 27. I've got a good while to go. This is a crossover platform fighting game that everybody knows, but I'm still going to be coy about it, even though it's in the title of the video, until we get to the title screen. It features several of Nintendo's most famous characters crossing over for the first time ever. And in Japan, the game is called Nintendo All-Star Great Melee Smash Brothers, with an exclamation point after All-Star to be fine and fancy and beautiful. But internationally, it is known as... And I am so happy to finally be playing it. But first, let's learn. I'm going to let you watch this and read it and pay attention, because the game is actually kind of hard to explain, because... at the time that this game came out, this was unheard of. There was almost nothing like this. Almost. So Masahiro Sakurai, the game's creator and director, he was also the creator of the Kirby series. So that's what he was famous for at the time. Now he's mostly famous for Smash Brothers. This may be a very widely recognized gameplay system, loop, whatever you want to call it today. But at the time, he had to really convince people that this had merits as a fighting game, because almost all fighting games at the time were just fight on a flat platform and make the opponent's HP go to 0. If your HP is not 0, you win. And that's pretty much it. This still has KOs like that, but instead of knockouts, they're knockoffs. You have to knock the opponent off the stage, and if they can't get back up, they lose a life, as it's been explaining here. So the more damage you take, the more knockback you take. And it's a lot of fun. There's different stages. All the characters play differently and have different special moves. And everything is based on, well, almost everything. There is some original content here, but most of everything is based on its source material here from these different famous Nintendo franchises. And after the demo, I'm finally going to get into the single player and show you what it's all about, and I'm very excited. The single player probably is going to get a little monotonous for you guys, and I'm going to do my best to avoid that and cut a good chunk of it out, but there isn't much to it. We have to play the same mode over and over, so that will be a little tedious, but I'm going to try my best to keep it interesting for you. There will be multiplayer. I'm going to have multiple guests on. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, if I'm going to have a tournament or what, because I only know one other person who grew up with this game, the original Super Smash Brothers, and we're just kind of destroy everybody, and that person is Galen, for you longtime viewers. But, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll intersperse that with the single player. I have no idea. For now, though, let's finally get to it. Now, we can change the time limit. This is the least interesting thing on the screen, so let's get it out of the way. You can turn it off. It feels like cheating to do that, but I don't think you actually lose anything by turning it off. I'm just not willing to try it. Alright, here are 8 playable characters, Nintendo's top 8 All-Stars. Mario from the Super Mario franchise. Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong. Link from The Legend of Zelda. Samus from Metroid. Yoshi from Yoshi, even though everybody's like, what does Yoshi have his own series symbol? Which you can see behind the characters. Even though he has his own games without Mario in them, he deserves his own franchise representation instead of just being Mario. Kirby from Kirby. Fox from Star Fox. And Pikachu from, of course, Pokemon. You'll notice they're sorted from debut. With Mario and Donkey Kong debuting in the exact same game, but Mario being more famous and the protagonist of 1981's Donkey Kong. He goes first, so we'll be playing as him first. Also because I practice the most with him. You can change a character's colors by pressing the C buttons. We have 3 alternate colors. I'm just going with standard for now. As for difficulty, the default, because I just erased my save data, which was very sad to do, is easy with 3 stock, but you can go down to very easy or all the way up to very hard. You never unlock anything else. Because this game is shockingly hard to commentate over, we're going to stick with easy and 3 stock, but you can go down to 3 and up to 5. The game gives you nothing for ever beating the game, well, except for bonuses and like score-related stuff, but you don't actually unlock anything for going above normal difficulty or going below 3 lives. So if you just want to unlock stuff, you don't have to give yourself that much of a challenge. I will be trying to give myself a good challenge here. I actually meant to give myself 2 stock, but I think I can beat this without dying, so it really doesn't matter. But my goal is to not ever get a continue. Beautiful! In 18 seconds, we already beat stage 1. Now, there are our bonuses. I'll explain those in a little bit, but in the single-player game, one-player game is its official name, or 1P game, if you prefer, because that really matters. It will always be the same stages in order, and they'll be almost identical every time. There is no canon player character here, as far as the quote-unquote plot of the game goes. I just think, you know, Mario's the best. He's my favorite playable character in the series. He's one of my top, you know, characters of all time. I mean, he feels great to play in almost every single game that he's in ever. He's the most famous character. He's well known for a reason. He's well loved. But, the characters you're fighting against and the stages you're on are always the same. Like stage 2, you'll always be fighting the Yoshi team on Yoshi's Island. That's just how it works. And, okay, he killed himself. Cool. Alright, what bonus do we get for that? Oh, cheap shot! Okay, if you use a single move the whole time, you get an 8,000 point bonus called single move. Or if you only used your special moves, which are used with the B button, there are 3 of them, you get a bonus for that. But we got cheap shot, which means a certain percentage of our moves were the same. So we actually lose score for that. But here we go. Oh, I love this stage. Straight out of Star Fox 64. It's so cool. Fox is one of the harder characters to fight, if you ask me. Because he has great aerial ability, and he's fast. Now, they tried to balance it to make all the characters equal, but they're really not. I mean, every game has their tier list, even though Nintendo's official stance is that all characters are perfectly balanced and equal. Ooh, sick. The R-Wing got him. So that's another bonus there. But you can get good at any character. They are balanced well enough. There's no really bad characters if you're dedicated enough. Especially not in this game. Oh, what? Oh, I'm doing so poorly. Break the targets is a nice little bonus here. A nice little break you get to play. And it's actually different per character. The graphics are different for most characters, and the entire layout is different, catered to each character's special abilities. At least I beat it above 130. If I beat it in less than 130, I consider myself a failure. Now, you don't lose a life or anything if you fail that. That's just a little bonus. And since we're fighting ourselves here, and Luigi. Notice Luigi was in How to Play, but he's not actually a playable character. I've always found that fascinating. He's just pretty much a clone of Mario with minimal difference. That was so fucking stupid. Pikachu! What? Oh, we're off to a great start here. Maybe I do need the 3 lives. But Mario is in one of the alternate colors. Oh my god. We're on easy. Come on. I swear, I beat very hard on Donkey Kong, dying only once. That was an achievement. We died twice in the same stage? Is this a joke? Oh my god. I'm not using a continue. That is not happening. Oh. So, where were we? Now, smash attacks, if you hold it and tilt the control stick. A, that is. A is pretty much the button you'll be using for anything. Sakurai did not want to use a bunch of combos because that made fighting games inaccessible and overly complicated, even though he personally enjoyed them. So, oh, we didn't get any bonuses there. That is a shame. Whew. But I guess I can show off Mario's specific special abilities. Now, our standard just press B without moving the control stick, that is the... Can I show it? That's the fireball, there. Alright, but the most overpowered move in this particular game is the grab. Pressing R... I really thought Pikachu was killing himself there. Pressing R lets you grab and throw your opponent. And it's so satisfying. Ooh. But our up B, we used a ton against the Yoshis. That's the super jump punch. Now, the up Bs are almost all extremely useful for recovering from a bad jump. Okay, cool. He killed himself. Well, I'm saying he. We don't know the gender of that Pikachu. Pokemon did not have genders yet. Not canonically, but like, you didn't know them until after this game came out. This is the part in every take where I start struggling with the commentary. It's like, oh god, I haven't shown off Mario Tornado. That's our down B. I don't really know what that is. Like, a lot of characters' moves aren't really from the source material. Like, they didn't know what to do. Like, Mario's super jump punch is obvious. Like, that's him hitting a block. I didn't get that when I was a kid, but it makes perfect sense now. You get DK Defender if all of your teammates stay alive. Your teammates are random, by the way. That's one of the very few things that changes per playthrough. Anytime you need teammates, which I believe those are the only 2 times. The Mario Brothers, you get 1, and in Giant Donkey Kong, you get 2. Ooh, which Giant Donkey Kong is technically our first NPC. He is treated internally as a completely separate character from Donkey Kong. So you can actually get Donkey Kong as a teammate, and they'll both be the standard color. I don't think... now, teammates come from your pool of any unlocked character, but I don't believe you can get yourself. I'm pretty sure it's always a different character than the one you're playing as. Alright. Ooh, that's always satisfying when I land perfectly on it. Board the platforms is also different for every single character, so I'll be at least showing off all the break the targets and board the platforms. Again, there is not much to do single player, so we're going to milk it to 100% as much as possible. I'm going to try to show off very hard. I'm going to try not to play one-player game again on camera, at least, as Mario, because you've obviously already seen me do it here. Well, I guess you haven't finished seeing me do it. Ooh, I forgot. On easy, Super Jump Punch will generally kill the Kirby's. Oof, I almost killed myself there. And if you kill all the Kirby's in order, you get Kirby ranks as a special bonus. The order that they spawn. It's the same for Yoshi's. You get the Yoshi Rainbow bonus. But that one's way harder to do. Oh, I didn't mean to kill him there. I haven't explained any items, have I? Pokeballs will spawn random Pokemon from a certain pool. Not all 151 that existed at the time. And we messed up. We killed regular Kirby, who spawns last before all the copy ability Kirby's. Kirby's standard B ability is Inhale, which lets him copy and look like the character. Copy their standard B move. So it's pretty cool. He gets 1 per each character. I'm sorry. Again, this is where I run out of commentary. Did you guys know that this game is, in fact, Rumble Pack compatible? That's right, baby. Rumble Pack compatible. You heard it here first. And I guess I need to apologize. I said in my Mario Party Let's Play that Mario Party was not Rumble Pack compatible. It's not really relevant here, but that was a lie. So I apologize to everyone I lied to. If you don't want to watch my videos anymore, I understand. So this is a stupid joke. We can't do jokes this stupid this early. We also can't be dying. Oh, okay. Samus almost always kills herself in the acid. If you fall to the bottom in this stage, it will not kill you. There is acid. There is not a pit there. It is the only stage like that, which is pretty cool. You get acid clear as a bonus. Now, Metal Mario is very interesting. I still can't believe I've died twice. All right. No, stand up straight. Mario. Okay. Notice. Metal Mario has the same properties and everything as Mario, except he takes way less knockback than any other character. And almost the same model. Mario is taller than Metal Mario. That's because Mario and Luigi in the Japanese versions of the game had proportions that were completely different. Mario looked just like our version of Metal Mario, but they were made bigger, and their head sizes were changed for the international versions. One of many changes that they kept working on after the Japanese release of the game. So that was very common practice back then. Basically, the last released version of a game is the definitive version. God damn it. That's scary, and I don't like it. Ooh, if that had been an exploding capsule... Capsules, crates, and barrels... first of all, crates and barrels, only Donkey Kong can walk while he holds them. They usually contain items, but they can also just be explosive, like a Bob-omb, which we haven't seen yet. But bombs they're not guaranteed to kill you, but they will usually kill you. Race to the finish is exactly the same for everybody, but it is completely random per playthrough which of these polygon creatures spawn. There are polygon creatures, one for each of the 12 characters. They're just the same thing, just their bare polygonal model turned purple. That one is clearly Link. I won't spoil them all because you don't have to unlock the hidden characters to see their polygons in the one-player game. But those spawn randomly and differently. Oh my god, why was my time so bad? Again, if it's less than 30 seconds, I feel like a failure. But here we go, Fighting Polygon Team. 30 opponents. And they do not go down as easily as the Yoshis, even though there are almost twice as many. Terrifying. Okay, this one is clearly Samus. The ones that are obvious, well, I think you can figure those out for yourself. But I want to leave you guessing because I don't want to spoil any of the unlockable characters. All right, now, okay, Donkey Kong's pretty obvious. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I don't know what that Clefairy... Oh, Clefairy is enacting Beedrill. Clefairy's Pokemon ability is Metronome, and it will copy any of the other random Pokemon abilities. My phone is vibrating near the microphone, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. I don't think you can, but no matter what I do, it still rings all the time. Oh, no. Oh, my God. This is where we're going to die. This is easily the hardest part of the single-player game. I can't believe we've already taken so much damage. All right, let's hope... No, that is not a healing item. There are healing items in this game. And I did want to explain a lot of the items. Stay away from that. Stay away from that. After a while, Bob-ombs will start walking, and if you touch them, they'll explode. Like so. They will also eventually just explode on their own, regardless of somebody being around or not. Oh my god, this is it. Oh? I can't believe it. Okay. The beam sword, which we're using. First of all, in the Japanese... We need that. That is a full heal. That is a complete full heal. No. No. Oh! The heart container from Zelda, bearing the same design as in Ocarina of Time. Now, the star rod I used earlier, if we use a smash attack with it, it launches a little star projectile. There are 20 of those. You can still use it after it runs out of the 20. Oh my god. We are not going to get beaten up by this last polygon. No, the fire flower is so annoying. You just get stun locked in the fire. But you can still use it to beat people up with. It just doesn't have as long of range as the beam sword, which has longer range than any other weapon in the game. Alright, here's the final boss, Master Hand. And he has a beautiful laugh. He is voiced by the announcer of the game, Jeff Manning. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. It's so easy to lose a life on Master Hand. He's not as hard as the polygons, but you have to be careful. And Mario is not the best character to fight Master Hand with. He doesn't have that many hard-hitting attacks that are... Oh, God. That attack will kill you if you have like 50 damage or more. But Master Hand is the only character in the game with HP. You cannot knock him off because he's a floating hand. I mean, he floats infinitely. Now, Kirby floats plenty, but he only has 5 jumps in this game. Oh my god, please. Okay. I haven't shown off shielding at all, have I? When I was a kid, actually, before practicing this Let's Play, so before 2025, because I'm recording this on December 23rd, my 10,000th day of being alive, as a matter of fact. Come on. Oh, we're so close. Way. Damn it. That's what I wanted to avoid. Alright, 1 fireball should do him in. Oh, I love that he shoots golden bullet bills. Oh, gorgeous. My hands are sweaty. I can't believe I was so nervous. Again, easy difficulty. And for every stage you don't die, you have a multiplier for the no miss bonus. And if you don't miss the whole game, you're guaranteed pretty much to get over 1,000,000 points. If you don't die once. So I have gotten well over 1,000,000 points on easy difficulty, even though I had to destroy my save data that I've had for many years, sadly. Because this is the only Super Smash Bros. Game I have ever 100% completed. But here's your little ending cutscene. That's it. That is the story mode of Super Smash Bros. Why did it say no signal just now in the video? That's not a... That hasn't been happening the whole time, right? Oh, God. The credits are interactable, which is also rare for the time. I love that you get question marks for stuff you have not unlocked yet, because there is more than just characters to unlock. I love these, how they just have question marks. But I love that it doesn't spoil stuff for you. And at the bottom, it tells you... also, shout out to Hirokazu Ando, who flawlessly made every song from all these famous series sound great and all together and cohesive in this sound font. No! And everybody gets credited here. It's really cool. It's a really beautiful celebration of Nintendo history. It's really cool. It's still cool. The original game, to me, is cool. A lot of people think this is boring and so lacking compared to later games in the series, which I don't want to, talk too much about now. Also, you can press start to speed up the credits, and they go by, like, 10 times as fast. And, I just wanted to show you everything now for the first time. You don't get anything for getting all the credits, but I did get them all. If you get over 1,000,000 points, he says, incredible! Instead of, congratulations! These little congratulations screens were added in the international version, which might be why they're so buggy. I don't know. It's like the Nintendo 64 has a hard time loading these pictures that were added in, but they're just little flavor stuff. The Japanese version just does this. Goes back to the title screen. Never mind, that's not the title screen. This is how you unlock new characters. We are facing off against Captain Falcon. To unlock characters, you have to fight them. And win, I might add, in a simple one-stock versus match. And I'm actually nervous that I won't be able to beat him here just because I've been playing horribly this whole time. Ooh. Captain Falcon is not the first character you're meant to unlock. There is one that you unlock just for beating the one-player game. Oh. No. But Captain Falcon you can fight and unlock if you have beaten the one-player game in less than 20 minutes. Which I knew this was going to be the guy we unlocked first. It's hard not to beat the game in under 20 minutes. I think if you use a continue You can't unlock him, but I might be wrong about that. You can now use Captain Falcon, collector of space race trophies. Yes, from the F-Zero series. I hope you enjoyed my triumphant cough. Also, in the intro, the toy version of the character is completely different every time you turn on the game. Both of them there. The ones that come to life here, but more on the little story, quote unquote, next time, because I think it's time for us to stop. Yeah, sorry, I had to check the time, so sorry for that awkward quat. But 20 minutes is pretty good. 25 minutes, whatever. Yeah, I love you guys. I'm so excited for this. I haven't mentioned this yet in this take. This is Super Smash Brothers, obviously, right? This is the game, if you've never seen me before, my channel has been leading up to for the past 9 years. Like, from January 2017, 9 years before you're watching this. Well, before this comes out. You can watch it at any time in the future until YouTube is destroyed. Or I'm destroyed, and all my videos are destroyed. But up to this point, I have played in release order to completion as much as possible every game in every series relevant to the original Super Smash Bros. This game, except games that are not on Nintendo consoles, arcade-only games, Game & Watch games, and third-party games. Or games that are just completely inaccessible or have no translations anywhere, even fan translations that are extremely text-heavy. The only examples of that I can think of are the original Japanese Pokemon Red and Blue, because I do consider those separate games. But games for Japanese PCs like Super Mario Bros. Special, I also have not covered. I do hope to go back and cover those one day. But you'll have to wait until later on in this game to find out where the channel goes from here, because this is the culmination of the entire LP Master 6 project. So if you've been watching the whole way, thank you. Like, I can't believe I actually made it here. This has been my goal since I was a kid, and it feels fucking amazing to be here. I'm 27 now, and I'm overcome with joy. I love you guys. I'm LP Master 6, and I will see you next time.